There we go. Okay, hi Ren. There we go. I think it's. There we go. Okay, hi Ren. There we go. I think it's working now. All right. I hate this computer. My dad's computer won't work either, so yeah. So I'm currently on my phone. As much as I hate to, I am currently on my phone. Ugh, and there's like weird. Oh no, you're fine. But no, there's weird red stuff like on my phone, like, and it literally looks like I have sunburns because of it. Okay, but no, that doesn't matter. All right, let's get back to the stream. Wait, it's not good. It's not. It's not working. Oh, I know. I mean, okay, no, you worried me for a second. No, the red spots are just like some weird. My phone's really weird. Like I don't know how, but for some reason, like YouTube just got burned into the phone somehow. Like so down here is like the video. This is like the suggestions. And I don't know. I can see like the little thumbs up, thumbs down, share button. It's just all really weird. Like it should not be there, but it just somehow got burned into my phone. If that makes any sense. And fucking hell. Mm-mm, mm-mm. So let me just give this a minute and I'll get back into it. SCP 2020. Alright, so I currently have my phone balancing on my computer, so we're gonna see how this goes, guys. We're gonna see how this goes. I need to go back to the live stream topic suggestions, CryptoCast announcements. You know what I'm really thinking about? I really need to hold on, let me get my dad's CD out of this thing. Okay. I really need to take all of oh shit. I need to take all of this, all of my studio stuff, move this upstairs, and I need to make a studio area upstairs somewhere, but I have no idea where the fuck I'm gonna put it. But no, I need to take all my art, all this fan art and everything, bring it upstairs, put it up somewhere because I have no idea where I want this stuff. So like I have no idea where I want my studio to be. So I just need to get good signal. That's all I fucking want. Good signal. So I need to find a place upstairs. Hey Raren, how are you? I'm just talking about how I need a new area for I need a new studio area. I'm probably gonna take all this art down, move it upstairs somewhere, except I have nowhere to fucking go. I could film in my closet. I could. I can't because no, I don't get a lot of signal down here, and it might just be the thing that I'm using for streaming the Moz oh fuck the Mozilla Firefox browser. So that might be it. I am not sure. It could be, but um. So again, guys, I'm gonna need your suggestions for the SCPs. No, I mean it wasn't the mic. The mic's all right on this computer. It's the browser. It's Firefox. I'm pretty sure it's either Firefox or yeah, I need to learn how to use OBS. I need like a lot of fucking help. So, yeah, anything would be much appreciated. So again, I'm going to be taking your suggestions for SCPs. So we were just talking about SCP-173, the statue. So pretty much, guys, what you gotta do with the statue, you gotta be looking at this thing at all times or have somebody else looking at it while you blink or close your eyes. Because if you don't, it's gonna sneak up from behind you and either snap your neck or strangle you. So, yeah, that's not fun. Even though that does sound really kinky, strangle. Shout out to you. You know who you are. Who likes? Shout out to you. You know who you are. Who has a strangling kink? Her name rhymes with Dolly. Oh come on, fucking Google girl. The that's I was like for a minute I'm like the crying crackhead and I'm like oh that's right SCP-96 is that really skinny bald dude that like hides his face and if you see his face he goes like ape shit and like fucks you up he like slams your head on the tape fucking hell. Oh my god ow I forgot how bony my knee was, and I accidentally just went slammed my hand on my knee. Oh, fucking hell, guys. Oh, that fucking hurt. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Okay, now that everything seems to be a-okay. All right, I'm getting this pulled up, and then I'm gonna move on to some of the SCPs because there's so many of them. I haven't even really scratched the surface of them yet. Like, I've been reading about these things a lot, and I've only read about like I've read a lot of them, but I only remember like 4 off the top of my head. And hey, Rarend, if you are still here, or Xeno, yeah, Alienac or Rarend, if you guys are still here, what is that one that everybody seems to make a waifu out of? The one with like the skull face, it's like a dog almost, kind of, and it it was like it's like an app or something, and then like if you get the app or something, like you see this SCP. It's the one that everyone makes a waifu out of. Okay, I just like how you knew that like right on the spot, Alienac. Like, is there something that you want to tell me? Is there something you want to tell me? Okay. Fucking hell. Fucking computer. Go fuck yourself. Fucking hell. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just having a few technical issues with this fucking computer. So, yeah, let's talk about. So, yeah, let's talk about some of the ones that I know off the top of my head while I am. Yeah, so, guys, let's talk about some of the ones I know off the top of my head um, that I know while I'm getting my computer back up to speed and everything, and we will then we'll look up some of the ones that I don't know off the top of my head. So, like I said, I know Mallow. And what Mallow is, it's this kind of werewolf kind of like creature, except it has black fur, and the only thing that is really different about it is it has a skull face, not like a dog face or a wolf face. It actually has a skull for a face. And like I said, a lot of people make waifus out of this one. They call it like best or something. I don't know, but I haven't gone down the toxic rabbit hole yet with that SCP. So what Mallow is, it's an SCP that's an app, and no matter app that yes, it's a manifestation on it's an app as a manifestation of a creature that shows up to people that download the app. And yes, it's a zombie furry pretty much. But ooh, I just looked in the whenever I do this, ugh. Ugh. Oh, I didn't know it was friendly. But yes, so you download this app, and once you download the app on the App Store, it you see this creature like all the time, and like there's nothing you can do to like not see it. And even if you download like the App Store, like even like the App Store, like the app finds ways to get around everything being taken down and everything, so it can't be taken down. But but like downloading the app, you see this creature, and like no matter what you do, even if you uninstall the app or everything, like the creature will still be there. Some people it drives them insane because they keep seeing it and they think they're nuts and everything. And some people, they actually like in the lore they kill themselves because they don't want to see this creature. And other people they have learned to live with Mallow. So, I don't know. It's like you have like three options pretty much at when like if once you start seeing this creature. But I mean, a lot of people have learned to be with Mallow and everything. But if Mallow is friendly, then really I don't see a huge issue with it. But I mean, it is really Mallow is one guy just got used to them and tried to communicate with them. But I mean, just the thing with Mallow though, I can see why people will be scared of that. It has a really creepy appearance. It also has like glowing white eyes, and I mean, even though it's friendly, like Barney is fucking friendly, but I was scared of him when I was a kid, so I can understand why people will be scared of this Mallow. So um yeah, I can understand the where people are coming from with being afraid of Mallow. So it's understandable. It's really understandable. But I mean, it's a creepy creature that actually just wants friends and is actually really nice and friendly and just wants to be friends and give people happiness in their life. So I mean, hey, That's actually really cool. And then, so now that this is my computer has loaded up, Google Chrome is popping up, so I'm gonna start looking up some of these creatures right now. The oh yeah, the eye. Yeah, the eye is, hey Bleachmane. But no, the eye is yeah, the eye is a creepy creature. If you don't know what an eye is, it is a creature that lives in Madagascar. And it's a lemur that like has super long fingers, and it sticks its finger into the hole and gets the insects out, and it looks like um okay, it kind of looks like a mix between one of those hairless Chinese crested dogs and a lemur, because it doesn't have a lot of hair and it has big eyes and everything, and people are really scared of that. Like back in Madagascar, they view it like as an omen of death, and they kill it on sight because they don't want to die. But I mean, it's just a happy little nocturnal lemur that just loves spooks. It loves the spooks. Okay, I thought I heard vacuuming for a minute. It's the air conditioning. Okay, so now that this is up, sorry guys, I accidentally slipped and bumped the table, and my device just fell, so we'll get that back up. I apologize for that. 507. Okay, I will look up SCP 507 if that is what you want. SCP Reluctant Dimension Hopper. SCP Reluctant Dimension Hopper. Oh, and Ren, if you're still here, what was the one that was by that's in Ohio, that was by your where's the one in Ohio? The statue. If you can text me that, or just tell me what it is, because I can't take texts or calls right now because I'm streaming this on my phone. I've fallen and I can't get up. 359. You know, going through these lists and they all have numbers and everything, this sounds like fucking Lilo and Stitch experiments. Oh yeah, Bigfoot is an SCP. But no, going through these lists with these numbers, it all sounds just like Lilo and Stitch experiments. Like, like it's experiment 251. There's SCP 251. Like literally, these are like the mutant Lilo and Stitch experiments. I need to go. So SCP 507 is what you requested, Rarend, and I'm going to get that pulled up right now. And this SCP is called the Reluctant Dimension Hopper. So this is, I'm looking forward to this one. I haven't heard of this one yet. Honestly, when I was like a while ago, I was just thinking about making a list of like all the SCPs with their pictures and descriptions and everything, like all the Wikipedia notes and everything, printing it off on my computer. But that's over 5,000 SCPs, guys, and I can't do that because ink is expensive. I'm a broke college student. Oh no. Seen that? This Stitch is horrifying. That's forbidden territory. We don't talk about that, guys. That is, oh fucking hell. So SCP-507, Object Class, Safe. Special Containment Procedures. SCP-507 is allowed free roam of the facility, obviously bearing anything that would breach security or safety protocols. Anytime SCP-507 leaves its private quarters, it must be accompanied by an agent, mostly at this point to make sure that it does not shift without the facility's knowledge. SCP-507 should not be physically touched. If there have been more than 2 weeks since its last shift, the risks inherent in disobeying this protocol to make this action its own punishment, should the issue of disciplinary measures ever come up. When SCP-507 undergoes a shift, faculty will be informed to keep an eye out for its eventual reappearance. It also has a tracking device implanted into it, and a daily signal check should verify whether or not SCP-507 has returned from its trip. If it reappears in or nearby the facility, SCP-507 will return to its quarters on its own. Otherwise, a retrieval team of 3 plainclothes agents may be sent to provide transportation back. Upon successful return, SCP-507 can be the subject of various physical tests up until 2 weeks after each shift. It is worth noting that SCP-507 is allowed a computer with internet connection via proxy, which strictly limits what information can be uploaded and to where in its room, and may petition to use/meet with act as a test subject for safe or Euclid SCPs that do not affect mental functions negatively or carry an infectious trait. This is a result of SCP-507's persistently clean record and the implication that if SCP-507 was ever going to be a security leak, it would have used its faux teleportation powers to do so already. It is also worth considering that SCP-507 is actually below average in most physical traits, and that in even worst case scenarios, any SCP agent should be more than capable of carrying out a termination order. Description: SCP-507 is a Caucasian male with blonde hair and green eyes, sporting no other outstanding characteristics besides being somewhat overweight and speaking with a vague accent of disputable origin. Although SCP-507 has an already established name due to its unremarkable upbringing, it seems to find entertainment in forcing those it meets to give it a nickname in lieu of divulging this information. Thus, SCP-507 will now respond to the names Tommy, Steve, Bruto, Guy, Houdini, and Grabnock the Destroyer. Grabnock the Destroyer. SCP-507 was originally covered from the blank blank asylum. When standard surveillance following repeated successful escape attempts brought its abilities to light, all records of this incident were confiscated and SCP-507 was taken into custody under the pretense of moving it to a more secure facility. The original theory was that SCP-507 possessed some form of teleportation ability, as it would suddenly disappear and eventually reappear in a different location. Subsequent interviews with the subject did verify that its ability could be used in such a manner, but that it was merely a side effect for its main affliction. SCP-507 holds that during its periods of disappearance, it is actually displaced to a random alternate reality. The landscape generally stays the same, but the inhabitants and climate of the parallel world often do not. SCP-507 also insists that it has no control over the time and duration of these shifts. This has more or less been confirmed by the subject being known to displace at inconvenient times such as mid-sentence, while sleeping, or even while using on-site public facilities. If SCP-507 moves about in the alternate world, the eventual shift back will then place it in the corresponding area in our reality. A sample list of SCP-507's description of alternate realities can be found in Document 507-00. Mentally, SCP-507 shows no large deviations from the psychological profile for a normal person. It has confessed to always have had a great interest in the paranormal and mythological, which has directly led to its eventual permission to interact with relatively harmless SCPs. SCP-507 enjoys meeting with other sentient SCPs, so far as to request small vacation to visit SCP-82. The request was eventually granted after persisting pleading from SCP-507, and the meeting was thankfully uneventful. So, SCP-507 is a man who can shift into different dimensions, but he has no control over it, and the shifts are random, 2 weeks or so. So, I've never heard of this one before, but it's really cool. Let me take a look. I think it was 359. But no, that was a really cool one. Oh, okay. This actually makes sense now. Okay, thank you for this, Ren. I know why now. This makes sense. I'll do Bigfoot after this one, I promise you. Hmm. SCP-359, Object Class, Euclid. Special Containment Procedures. SCP-359 is to be contained within a 30 by 30 meter by 30 meter by 30 meter concrete structure. This structure is not to be entered between the hours of 9 p.m. and 6 a.m. Local standard time. Any monitoring of SCP-359 during these hours is to be done via security cameras installed within the structure. SCP-359 is to be fed on one adult pig every other day. I will. No, this one says Euclid. EUCLID. Um, SCP-359 is to be fed one adult pig every other day. Acceptable substitution to this diet must be cleared with Agent Blank and Dr. Blank. All remnants of SCP-359's prey are to be completely cleaned out of the containment structure by 8:45 p.m. the following day. Description. Excuse me. SCP-359 appears to be a metal sculpture of a red-tailed hawk, with a wingspan of approximately 4.3 meters perched atop a 12-meter arch. During daylight hours, approximately 6 a.m. and 9 p.m. local standard time, it displays no signs of movement and does not respond to any external stimuli. However, it has been determined by the Foundation that between the hours of 9 p.m. and 6 a.m., it displays the typical behaviors of an adult red-tailed hawk apart from being nocturnal. SCP-359 is apparently capable of flight. The mechanisms through which it accomplishes this have not been determined as its wings are too short to allow for flight. SCP-359 was originally located just south of blank blank. I actually know where this is. In the United States. It first came to the Foundation's attention when local foresters began finding dead bodies of white-tailed deer. Oh, yep, in south of Lancaster, Ohio. Bodies of white-tailed deer in the area within a 1 kilometer radius of the sculpture, which looked to have been preyed upon. The white-tailed deer has no natural predators in the state of Ohio. Investigation officially began on data expunged. When motorists on the on the stretch of State Route 33 that passes um, by SCP-359 reported that a hawk was not on top of the arch. On the same day, a local farmer reported finding the sculpture in his field, standing over the body of one of his cows, which had injuries consistent with predation by a large bird of prey. The farmer was administered Class A anesthetic and fed the story that the cow had died of natural causes and its body eaten by coyotes. Route 33 was closed for repairs, and SCP-359 was transferred to its current containment site and replaced with an immobile replica. Prior to containment, no evidence existed that SCP-359 ever attempted to prey on anything besides hoofed animals. However, since being contained, it has attacked and killed and eaten 4D-class personnel who entered its containment structure during restricted hours. Investigation to the cause of this shift is dietary preferences is ongoing. But that actually is a really cool hawk statue, though. Hey, my SCP friends. My SCP friends, what is the Plague Doctor? Is he six? No, I think he's like 49. Which one's the Plague Doctor, guys? Oh, I got something on my screen. Okay. That's what I was thinking. I wasn't entirely sure. So thank you for that, Alien. I'll get to him after I do this one in SCP-69. Or is it 96? 96. I'll go back and read this probably for 507. SCP-1000, Object Class Keter. Special Containment Procedures. All media reports related to SCP-1000 are to be examined for potential verifiability. All organizations and individuals investigating SCP-1000's existence are to be kept under surveillance by Mobile Task Force Zeta 1000 and discredited or administered anesthetics. All physical signs of SCP-1000's existence must be retrieved and kept in Foundation custody and replaced with decoy items if necessary. Alleged sightings of SCP-1000 must always be investigated by MTF Zeta 1000, however trivial the claim. Absolutely no contact with wild or captive instances of SCP-1000 is allowed without prior approval by Director Jones. Any interaction between SCP-1000 and humans, including Foundation personnel, must be reported to Director Jones immediately. Description: SCP-1000 is an omnivorous ape classified in the hominy branch along with genera Pan and Homo. Adults range in size from 1.5 to 3 meters, 5 foot to 10 feet tall in height, and weigh between 90 and 270 kilograms, which is 200 and 600 pounds. They have gray, brown, black, red, and occasionally white fur. Which, if you guys follow my Tumblr, which you guys should totally do, by the way, shameless plug right there. I just did a post on the Pennsylvania white Bigfoot, so be sure to check that out. They possess large eyes with good vision, a pronounced brow ridge with a sagittal crest on the forehead, similar to that of the gorilla, but present in both sexes. Their intelligence is on par with that of pan troglodytes, the common chimpanzee. SCP-1000 evolved alongside Homo sapiens, existing contemporaneously. I've never heard that word, I apologize. With proto-humans and humans in large numbers until 10,000 to 15,000 years ago, when an extinction event eliminated all but 1 to 5% of their population. This event was triggered by SCP-1000 contracting an anomalous pseudo-disease classified as SCP-1000-F1. This disease is passed on at the genetic level and affects every present-day instance of SCP-1000. The majority of SCP-1000 instances are born immune to the effect. Those who are not born immune quickly die. Oh, poor Bigfoot. The effect of SCP-1000-F1 is as follows. Any hominid, including humans, chimpanzees, bonobos, and non-immune instances of SCP-1000 that directly or indirectly observes any instance of SCP-1000 has a minimum 2% chance of being instantly killed through anomalous means via permanent cessation of the brain function. This percentage of cumulative and longer... this percentage is cumulative. And the longer a human views SCP-1000, the higher the chance of instantaneous death increases at the rate of 1% chance per 20 minutes of viewing. This effect varies between individual members of SCP-1000 species, with some individuals carrying a death chance of 90%. The effect is also produced by dead individuals, though small first samples do not exhibit the effect. No means of preventing this effect are small scale only and include redacted. See attachment documentation level 3 clearance is required. Because of SCP-1000's close relation to humanity, it is also considered that SCP-1000-F1 could eventually transfer to human carriers. Any instance of SCP-1000 finding its way to a major population center could constitute an class end of the world scenario with a minimum death toll of blank and possible extinction of humanity. Fortunately, SCP-1000 appears to instinctively avoid human contact. It is not currently feasible to exterminate SCP-1000 entirely. And yeah, Lily, if you look at these articles like after the stream sometime, I mean, it's a really fun little rabbit hole. Like there's a lot of them, but it's really fun to read about these creatures. The highest known population concentrations of SCP-1000 are at present located in the Pacific Northwest region of North America and the Himalayan mountains range in Asia. As of blank blank blank, these populations remain extant. SCP-1000's presence and data expunged have also been documented within the past 5 years on every continent. All known significant populations of SCP-1000 located near human population centers have been eliminated. Oh, the SCP Foundation's killing Bigfoot. What did he ever do to you guys? What did he ever do? He's just a small child. Protect him. Protect him. He ate your dog? Wait, have you actually encountered a Bigfoot, Bleach Main? If you have, let me know about that. I'm really curious. But yeah, Bleach Main, if you have encountered a Bigfoot, let me know. I'm actually very curious now. Oh, that's right. You were the one who talked to me about the rake. I'm so sorry. That's right. I remember now. But yeah, I would love to hear about that. I could actually, this gives me a good topic for next week's video, which I'm going to do like announce at the end of this stream. So Bigfoot fucked my mom and called me shit lips. I've encountered the guy that looks like Bigfoot. When did you meet my dad, Raren? And how did you know? Since SCP-1000 came to the attention of the Foundation via contact by Dr. Franz blank in blank with the Children of the Sun, who identify themselves as outcast members of the Serpent's Hand. This group has since been completely destroyed by the Foundation due to their reluctance to surrender information about SCP-1000. SCP blank and SCP blank since reclassified as, and then just some stuff. Remaining members have either joined the Foundation or have gone into hiding, presumably as members of the Serpent's Hand. Weapons, tools, and other unique pseudological resources in possession of the organization have been classified as SCP-1001 through SCP-1000 and blank. These resources have been made use of by the Foundation in multiple instances. For a full list, see document 3534-Y. Level 3 clearance is required. Access to surviving ex-members of the Children of the Sun is restricted to personnel with clearance level of 4-1000, unless given direct authorization for contact by Director Jones. Further information available to the personnel with clearance level of 3-1000 above. Personnel with clearance of 3 or 1000 or above have been required to read document Alpha 1596-1000. Awesome. SCP-96. I mean, I used to do that all the time too. I have like long ass arms. Hold on. I don't know if you guys have seen. Hold on. But no, look how long these things are. I'm gonna. Yeah, my arms are like super, super long. Like, look at this. But no, my legs are like extremely long. And I'll do your SCP in after 2 SCPs. SCP-096. This is that little crackhead that you guys wanted me to do. Okay, ooh, I'm getting a lot of requests for cryptids. Oh, right, for SCPs. Oh boy. So SCP-096, Object Class, Euclid. Special Containment Procedures. SCP-096 is to be contained in its cell in a 5 meter by 5 meter by 5. This one is weird and is. Is it really a fetish? Oh my god. And 5 meter airtight steel cube at all times. Weekly checks for any cracks or holes are mandatory. There are to be absolutely no video surveillance or optical tools of any kind inside SCP-096's cell. Security personnel will pre-install pressure sensors and laser detectors to ensure SCP-096's presence inside the cell. Oh, 686 is the fetish one. Okay, I thought you meant 096. I was gonna say, why is 096 a fetish? Any and all photos, video, or recordings of SCP-096's likeness are strictly forbidden without approval from Dr. Blank in 05 blank. Okay. Description. SCP-096 is a humanoid creature measuring approximately 2.38 meters high in height. Subject shows very little muscle mass. With preliminary analysis of body mass suggesting mild malnutrition, arms that are grossly out of proportion with the rest of the subject's body, with an approximate length of 1.5 meters each. Skin is mostly devoid of pigmentation, with no sign of body hair. SCP-096's jaw can open up to 4 times the norm of an average human. That is true. Everything on the internet is a fetish. Rule 34, if it exists, there's porn of it. I proved that wrong, by the way. I actually proved that wrong. It can open its mouth 4 times the norm of the average human. Other facial features remain similar to an average human, with the exception of the eyes, which are also devoid of pigmentation. It is not yet known whether SCP-096 is blind or not. It shows no signs of any higher brain functions and is not considered to be sapient. SCP-096 is normally extremely docile, with pressure sensors inside its cell indicating it spends most of its day by pacing the eastern wall. However, when someone views SCP-096's face, whether it be directly via recording or even a photograph, it will enter a stage of considerable emotional distress. SCP-096 will cover its face with its hands and begin screaming, crying, and babbling incoherently. Approximately 1 to 2 minutes after viewing, SCP-096 will begin running to the person who viewed its face, who from this point will be referred to as SCP-096-1. Documented speeds have varied from 35 kilometers to blank kilometers an hour, and seems to depend on the distance from SCP-096-1. At this point, no known material or method can impede SCP-096's progress. The actual position of SCP-096-1 does not seem to affect SCP-096's response. It seems to have an innate sense of SCP-096-1's location. Note, this reaction does not occur when viewing artistic depictions. See document 096-1. Upon arriving at SCP-096's one location, SCP-096 will proceed to kill and data expunged. SCP-096-1 100% of cases have left no traces of SCP-096-1. SCP-096 will then sit down for several minutes before regaining its composure and becoming docile once again. It will then attempt to make its way back to its natural habitat, data redacted. Due to the possibility of mass chain reaction, including breach of Foundation secrecy and large civilian loss of life, retrieval of subjects should be considered alpha priority. Dr. Blank has also petitioned for immediate termination of SCP-096. Order is awaiting approval. Termination order has been approved and is to be carried out by Dr. Blank on data redacted. See Incident 096-1-A. Wow. So yeah, this thing, if you see its face, it will come for you. Now we're going on to SCP-049, the Plague Doctor, and then I'm going to take the suggestions in here, and then I'll see what else we have time for at the end, and we'll go from there. So, yeah, we're going to do this. So, yeah, just for the sake of time, I'm just going to just talk about SCP-049. I'm not going to read the whole thing for the sake of time, so I can get to the other one since everybody pretty much knows the Plague Doctor. That's what this one's called. It's called the Plague Doctor, and it's a Euclid. And what it does, it has a Plague Doctor mask, black hood, and black robe, and everything. And it seems to be, and it talks about being a doctor and the Great Pestilence, and it operates on people, which ends up killing them. And then once they die like for a few minutes, they come back and are pretty much like they're not the same. Like, let me see. Yeah, SCP-092 instances are reanimated corpses that have been operated by SCP-049. These instances do not seem to retain any of their prior memories or mental functions, only having basic motor skills and no response mechanisms. While these instances are generally inactive, moving very little, and in a generally ambulatory fashion, they can become extremely aggressive if provoked or directed by SCP-049. So SCP-049, he can control his zombie slaves to do his bidding. And now let me just check the chat again. Okay, I made this blurry. There we go. Okay, so Bleachmane wanted me to look up 2845. Then I will get to 686. And I will get to 1069. Oh, it's the deer. Oh, this one's cool. This is actually a Pokemon that Xerneas. This is actually what Xerneas, the Pokemon, is based off of. Oh, there is a lot, so I'm just going to summarize. SCP-2845, threat level black. So this is like a major threat. Object class Keter. Special containment procedures. Use of outscore containment resources and consultants have been authorized for containment of SCP-2845. Consultants are to be considered level 2 personnel and are at no time permitted to leave Site-100. If at any time an outside consultant must be removed from containment of SCP-2845, Class A anesthetics are to be applied before release. So, hold on. There is a lot. I'm gonna try to summarize here. just for the sake of time, guys. SCP-2845 is a quadruped entity measuring 2.9 meters in height at the shoulder and weighing 815 kilograms. A sinus neck, generally held upright in position, extends a further 5 meters, terminating in a head with humanoid facial features. Ah, fuck it, I don't care. Alienac, I'm still doing it. SCP-2845 possesses antlers measuring in 4.8 meters across. Antlers are white and black, marbling in coloration, and have not been observed to shed. SCP-2845 is covered in hair with an average length of 10 centimeters, with an exception of the face, which is hairless. SCP-2845's coloration is primarily pastel green with a stripe of cream on the underside of the neck and belly. This is literally the Pokemon Xerneas from Generation 6, the legendary Pokemon, the first legendary fairy-type Pokemon. Okay, so it is capable of instantaneous transmutation and reconstruction of matter, and no matter is created or destroyed during this process. It's resistant to physical damage. It does sound like that. It can transmutate humans, and yeah, this deer is like a huge threat to the SCP Foundation and the world pretty much. That's why its threat level is black. It's just it's a deer that can like change things into its will. Wow. Okay, 686, you asked for it. That's what we are doing. SCP 686, infectious lactation. Infectious lactation. Oh, fuck me. Ugh. The picture's literally. Hold on. Let me take you guys down. Look at this. It's a bottle of milk with poison on it. What the fuck is this? I love it, but it's so fucking random. This is so fucking random. Why is this an SCP? Why is this an SCP? It's not really that lewd, but why? Why does this exist? SCP-686, Object Class Safe. Special Containment Procedures. Samples of SCP-86 are to be stored under standard protocols for Class 2 biohazardous liquids in G2 facilities. SCP-86 is infectious but not virulent. It can only afflict a new host when taken orally and is not motile or otherwise active. The infectious agent's mechanism of operation is not known. SCP-686 does not contain appreciable amounts of nucleic acids and prion activity is not apparent. Due to the large quantities of SCP-686 that are being produced by various test subjects. Who are these test subjects that are making like infectious milk? What the fuck? That are being the principal requirement for the substance is not so much containment as it is disposal. Well, pasteurization has proven completely effective at sterilizing the infectious agent. Whatever its nature, is recommended that all unneeded stocks of SCP-686 should be incinerated. They sell this shit. Human consumption is not recommended by anyone other than than designated test subjects. What the fuck? Oh, the description's fucking horrible. This is fucking great. Honestly, I'm not even upset. I'm just like, why? Why does this exist? I'm not even mad, but it's fucking amazing. So this one's an actual fetish? SCP-686 is an opaque white liquid. Play Careless Whisper. Consisting of a suspension of lipids and proteins as indistinguishable from ordinary high-grade dairy milk. Without detailed analysis at a biochemical level, there are certain subtle differences. Raren, I feel so sorry for you. The protein content is much more complex, with most of the peptides so far proving difficult to sequence, and it contains a richer blend of vitamins and minerals than is typical of cow's milk. SCP-686 was first isolated from cattle at a small-scale commercial dairy farm near blank Records indicate that the farm's herd began increasing its milk output and quality to unusually high levels approximately 2 years before infection managed to make the jump to the farm's human workers, and the Foundation became involved. It is not known with certainty whether this farm is where SCP-686 originated, or if it came from some other source and was simply first recognized here. The infection increases the host lactation rate. I'm sorry? Or if the host is not lactating, causes it to begin doing so. It appears that any mammal is susceptible to infection regardless of gender. The initial symptoms of the disease have a rapid onset but are relatively minor swelling of mammary gland tissue, causing breast development in males, an increased sensitivity of the nipples in both males and females. On average, a human of either gender in this stage of the disease will produce between 0.5 and 1 liters of milk per day. This milk is extracted on a regular basis with the milking intervals of no less once than every 8 hours. If the disease appears to remain stable indefinitely in this state, milking can be performed with a standard breast pump. If a host is not milked adequately, mammary glands continue to develop. Left unchecked, this development will divulge from normal human growth patterns rather than remaining confined to a single pair of breasts. It will begin spreading down the front of the chest and abdomen. Additional pairs of nipples will develop along the way, and the nipples will lengthen and thicken dramatically. The eventual result resembles an enormous fleshy udder stretching along the entire front of the torso between the 6 and 8 pairs of teats. A human at this stage can produce upwards of 40 liters of milk per day. This is the maximum extent to which the disease will progress in humans. The metabolic demands of such large and productive glandular systems are considerable, and a human victim in this state will find him or herself preoccupied with eating most of the time, with his or her energy fully devoted to milk production. The victim will also suffer from general state of mental dullness and docility. Surgical removal of the mammary tissue is a temporary measure, as the disease is able to cause regrowth even if all of it is excised. Okay, that one never ever happened. That one never ever happened. That never happened. That never happened. Okay, SCP 1069. Let's do it. I think I still have a chocolate milk in the fridge. Fuck. 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 Okay, honestly, guys, if anybody just wants to draw me just a picture of SCP 686, just so I can put it on the wall in the back, just so we can remember this day like forever, please do, because it's a meme on this channel now, guys. This is an official meme on this channel. Just send it to me in the social media, and the links in the description below, guys. Because I need this for my back wall now, just so we can remember this. No, 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 no. No, no, don't draw the human. Don't draw the human. I just want the bottle of milk just on my wall. That's all I want. I don't want porn on my wall. I just want normal bottle of milk with SCP 686 on my wall just so we can remember this. You guys will get a shout out if you do this too. SCP 1069, Object Class Euclid. Special Containment Procedures. The area with a 5-kilometer radius of SCP 1069 1 has been marked as off limits to civilian access under the guise of environmental and chemical contamination. Excuse me. And all Foundation staff located on site are to operate under the cover of Environmental Cleanup Organization. Exploration or experimentation with SCP 1069-1 may only be performed with prior permission from at least 2 Level 3 senior researchers, and all personnel within the area must all wear soundproof. I'll do hard to kill. Okay, we're over time already. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to finish this one. I'm going to talk about the indestructible reptile. Then after that, I'll cut it off there. And then if you guys would like me to do a part 2 to this in the future, possibly in like about 2 weeks, I'd be happy to do it again, because I already have a video planned out for next week that I think you guys will enjoy as well, because I don't want to do SCPs every week. I love them, but I just want to change it up a bit on this channel. So eventually I'm going to do this is kind of, let's just make this like a little mini series. I'm going to do like every other week. I'm going to cover the SCPs, try to cover as many as I can, like the ones that I haven't before, in the span of an hour. And let's make this a little mini series, guys. I think it'll be fun, and I'd like to do it because you guys really seem to like this. So I'll do this little mini series bi-weekly. Excuse me. So gonna do this bi-weekly for you guys. So I hope you guys enjoy that. Because I've had a lot of fun doing this. This is like the hardest that I've laughed on the stream, but reading about fucking milk that makes you get boobs. So this is gonna be a mini series now. It's officially a mini series. Oh no. Oh, I just read that. Hard to kill reptile with breast. Well, then you actually want to be able to. What the fuck? What? I'm trying to think. If you got his breasts off, they would just instantly come back because he keeps regenerating himself. So let's finish this one. We'll go on to the indestructible reptile. I'll announce next week's video topic, say my outro, and then we'll call it a day. And then in 2 weeks, guys, we'll be doing this again. I just think this is super fun. So I love SCP. So we're gonna keep this up, guys, as long as we can. So SCP-1069-1 is a submerged city 3 kilometers off the coast of redacted France. At a depth of approximately 220 meters, SCP-1069 covers an area of approximately 4.8 kilometers and is surrounded by a high... I can't say that word on here. I cannot say that word on here. I mean... It's not the sexist slur, but I just don't know if I feel comfortable saying this word. Is surrounded by a high wall. I'll just say wall, because I don't feel comfortable saying this word. Is surrounded by a high wall of constructed bronze. I'll do it after the show, because I can't text it with... Actually, I'll just send it to you over Skype, Ren, just so... I mean, it's not the right spelling, but I mean, I just don't feel comfortable saying the word, because it is used as a sexual slur. I know the other spelling is replaced with a Y instead of an I, but I'm just... There we go. I just sent it to you over Skype, so check Skype when you can, Ren. Yeah, I mean, yeah. So it's of a wall constructed of bronze, indicating that it may have once been a coastal city. Wow, this article is getting no, like this stream is getting like more intense the more it goes on. Trump's underwater palace. Trump owns Atlantis? I wouldn't be surprised. Dating of recovered artifacts and materials indicate that SCP-1069 is at least 1500 years old. Okay, good. Okay. Okay. So guys, the word I didn't feel comfortable saying earlier was like okay, that makes sense. It's a ditch. Okay. So the word I was really uncomfortable saying, it says surrounded by a high dike constructed of bronze. Like I just don't want people getting the wrong idea there because dike is my friend texted me the dike in construction terms is a ditch while and it's spelled differently than the slur. So that's why I was uncomfortable saying it. I just wanted to verify with the source before I said, so people wouldn't be like, "Whoa, what the fuck did you just say?" But no, it's a construction term. So, yeah, I just didn't want people getting the wrong idea. It's a ditch or a high wall, either one of those. But I just don't want people getting the wrong idea. So, apologize. So is one of the largest cities of its era, in addition to containing architecture and high-strength construction that exceeds the technological capabilities of any known civilization of the time. Recovered artifacts have also revealed written script belonging to what has been tentatively identified as a previous unknown Breton or Brythonic language. Oh, cool. So this is a lot. I'm not going to read this all for the sake of time. Again, I apologize, but it has some intangible human entities swimming around in it, and it had 78,000 people of these individual people dressed in clothing from a large cross section of historical periods. So it's pretty much an underwater city inhabited by ancient people that aren't like actual people. They're intangible human entities. So that is really cool, actually. So let's move on to the indestructible lizard, and we'll call it a night, guys. And then, like I said, I'm doing this bi-weekly, so yeah, let's do. So I'm looking forward to that because this is a fun little adventure we're doing here. Okay. Okay, what SCP is the indestructible lizard? Is that the? I think it's in the 600s. I want to say. Which one is the indestructible lizard? If not, I'll just type it in. Yes. Okay, it was right. It was 682. Okay. $682. Millie, 682. So there is a scene in SCP Containment Breach where the indestructible lizard breaks out of its cage and you have to somehow try to contain it. I don't know if it's like its own separate game or not, but it breaks out of its cage. You have to get it back into the acid pit to contain it. SCP-682 must be destroyed. So SCP-682, Alpha Class Keter, Special Containment Procedures. SCP-682 must be destroyed as soon as possible. At this time, no means available to SCP teams are capable of destroying SCP-682, only to cause massive physical damage. SCP-682 should be contained within a 5 meter by 5 meter by 5 meter chamber with 25 centimeters reinforced acid-resistant steel plating lining all inside surfaces. The containment chamber should be filled with hydrochloric acid until SCP-682 is submerged and incapacitated. Any attempts of 682 to move, speak, or breach containment should be reacted to quickly with full forces as called for by the circumstances. Personnel are forbidden to speak to SCP-682 for fear of provoking a rage state. All unauthorized personnel attempting to communicate to SCP-682 will be restrained and moved by force. Due to its frequent attempts at containment breach, difficulty of containment, and incapacitation, and high threat of Foundation exposure, SCP-682 is to be contained in sight. The Foundation will use the best of its resources to maintain all land within 50 kilometers clear of human development. Description: SCP-682 is a large, vaguely reptile-like creature of unknown origin. It appears to be extremely intelligent and was observed to engage in complex communication with SCP-079 during their limited time of exposure. SCP-682 appears to have a hatred of all life, which has been expressed in several interviews during containment. See Addendum 682-B. Oh, you're good. You're good. Alien Act, don't worry about it. SCP-682 has always been observed having extremely high strength, speed, and reflexes, though exact levels vary with its form. SCP-682's physical body grows and changes very quickly, growing or decreasing in size as it consumes or sheds material. SCP-682 gains energy from anything it ingests, organic or inorganic. Digestion seems to be aided by a set of filtering gills inside of SCP-682's nostrils, which are able to remove usable matter from any liquid solution, enabling it to constantly regenerate from the acid it is contained in. SCP-682's regenerative capabilities and resilience are staggering, and SCP-682 has been seen moving and speaking with its body 87% destroyed or rotted. In case of containment breach, SCP-682 is to be tracked and recaptured by all available mobile task forces, and no teams within fewer than seven members are cleared to engage it. To date, attempted breaches have numbered at 17, while successful breaches have numbered at 6. So this thing gets out a lot. All right, guys. So we're gonna call it quits there for the day, guys. I hope you guys all enjoyed this. I'm sorry about that. I hope you guys all enjoyed this stream. Hit that like button if you liked it. You can dislike it if you dislike it, but if you do, SCP-682, the indestructible reptile, may track you down and find you. So please be sure to hit that like button. Also, guys, if you're new, please hit that subscribe button, and if you're looking forward to the SCP series that we're doing here bi-weekly, and you have a friend who's interested in the SCPs, share this video with them, guys, and yeah, just share the video with them. Hopefully they subscribe. I'm at 97 subscribers right now, guys. I thank you so much. I'm so close to 100. When I get to 100, I'm doing a small giveaway and a Q&A stream, so look forward to that whenever I get to 100. Also, guys, next week's stream is going to be, well, actually shout out to Bleach Main, because they actually sort of inspired me for next week's video. Next week's video topic is going, when I mentioned the rake, next week's video topic is going to be creatures from creepypastas. So I hope you guys are excited for that. Winner gets my virginity. No. 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 Yeah, no. I don't know. Billy, I don't know. But no, what I do have for you guys is really cool. So it's vintage cryptid related stuff. So I hope you guys, whenever I reach 100, I'm excited to do the giveaway, guys. I'm really excited to do the giveaway because I want to give back to you guys. So whenever I reach 100, that's going to happen. So share this video with a friend. Hopefully they subscribe. And with that being said, guys, next week's video is going to be creepypasta creatures and villains. So I hope you guys are ready for that. And then right after that, it'll be part 2 of the SCP series that we have just started today. So, guys, also remember, I need that drawing of SCP-686, that milk. I need to put that on my back wall so I can remember this day like forever. So do that, guys. I didn't post any social media in the link in this video because when it crashed earlier, it's all in that one. So if you guys want to check out my social media, um, and all that stuff, link to that is in the first video I did of this, which was like an hour ago. So be sure to check that out, guys. I got a Tumblr, got a Discord, got a YouTube. Well, you guys know I have a YouTube. Why did I say I have a YouTube? I don't know what 682 is, but sure, I'd love to see it. I have a Twitter, I have an Instagram, I have a Facebook. So please be sure to check all those out, guys, to stay in contact and everything. And with that being said, guys, thank you guys so much for this was a really fun stream. So thank you guys so much for this really, really fun stream, guys. I love doing it. So so if you guys like SCPs, I'll see you guys in 2 weeks for SCPs. But until then, next week, guys, I will see you for Creepypasta Creatures and Villains. All right, guys. I hope you have a great, safe, fun weekend. Thank you guys so much for watching. And yeah, I've been your host, Parker. Thank you, guys. Have a good, safe weekend.